It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching the Browns' leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Jaguars. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, it can take off and run when under duress.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fights loose. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. You can look at this Browns defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Staying up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, what a move. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A 1st carry now. This is Williams. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. In motion, the tight end. Lawrence will throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The tight end in motion right. Straight ahead, ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Breaks through the contact and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, good move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 61 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd and 4. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. Finding Williams on the check down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime.